Hey, welcome back to another video. I always say welcome back. Let's just hop right into it. This woman can't accept not all women are beautiful. Ooh. Y'all know Andrew Wilson. Let's get it. Let's go.
We have Sydney Sweeney here. Which woman is more attractive? And by the, well, go ahead.
Sydney Sweeney.
Left or right?
Left.
Which
Sorry,
one's more attractive?
Left.
It's left. Well, I feel weird asking it, dude.
I don't know.
Wait, actually, that makes sense.
That's not even a
No,
question.
Yeah. Left?
Yeah.
Just same for all you guys?
Mm-hmm.
No,
I'm imposed. I'm imposed that it's cultural.
Cultural.
Normating of
Wait, so you agree
beauty
it's-
and
tell me
this
which
is my
culture.
crux
Well,
of
no,
my-
Kindly tell me which culture.
I rebel
Yes.
against. It's not.
Yeah, which
What is
culture
it?
would
I'm
prefer?
sorry.
Women think they have to be nice to everyone all the time,
I
or
know.
else God
Yes.
will smite them in their place.
Yes,
I don't
thank you,
understand.
Kate.
Which culture?
Which culture?
Yeah, which
What are
culture
you
would prefer the
asking
chick
me?
on the right?
You said
No,
you
she
said
said-
it's culturally
It's a-
different,
wait.
and you said you agree. Which culture is the one on the right, the smoke show? and
She
Sydney's
looks like she's actually like a Native American, maybe even like I forget the Alaskan like term.
So, does that mean you have to be beautiful
Well,
if
I'm
you're of a
just
certain
curious-
ethnicity now?
Well, I'm just curious if that would mean like if we are from American standards pressing upon people that this is what Hollywood standard of beauty is.
Wait, hold on. This
When
doesn't
I
even
think
make sense. This is. I
Okay,
can,
you're a different
hold on.
culture.
I can.
You have a preference.
Wait.
You still have a preference.
I can.
He's
look.
been too Americanized.
It's sensationalized.
I can look. I am white. I am white. I can look at a white woman and think she's ugly, and I can look at a Latina, a black, an Asian woman, and think she's beautiful. So this, I don't understand this
It's just the
idea.
most surface level interpretation of the comment ever. There can be
Beauty's pretty surface level. It's
no,
on the
I
surface.
understand, but it's still quite a complicated.
I don't think it's that
Culture
complicated.
are
No,
you referring to?
I'm sorry, I'm not the one who used that wording. I guess I wouldn't 100% agree. There's like a standpoint that I would come from there, but
How about this one? Let's do the next one, Nick.
Do you think that, like, let's just say first.
These conversations just are they're boring, right? Because if you guys are on the other side, I know there's not gonna be that many fucking open-minded people because some of you are just completely fucking stupid. But you can see what she's saying. It's subjective. Beauty is subjective. Among some cultures, that other girl probably would have looked pretty. In some cultures, they like bigger women. In some cultures, they like slimmer women. Like, beauty is subjective is all she's saying. Here in America, the girl on the left would have been considered more beautiful to them. These conversations are just our conversations are getting stupider and stupider and stupider and stupider in this country. Like, we're not even debating anymore. Like, I feel like Harvard debates are going to be shit like this now on which girl looks better, the one on the left or the one on the right. That's going to be like the new like Harvard debates.
For a second. Let's just
And then
say-
we're going to have some idiot who can't say which one looks better. Or some idiot who's like, I think one of them, both of them look good, you know, because culture all around the world says that this one looks good and this. But at the same time, you're gonna have some asshole going like, no, that one on the left is absolutely way better than that one because she's fat and overweight. You know, it's just, we know where this is going, guys.
that you were like raised in the middle of the Amazon jungle, okay, where like, I don't know, chicks put rings on their neck and shit and like extend their necks and the giraffe neck thing, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is all you had ever experienced, okay? And one day those two women show up. Which one do you think the tribal men would prefer to have sexual intercourse with?
probably
Just
the one with the
intuitively.
longer neck. Like it's
Yeah, just
Sorry,
just
I
like
don't
just
fucking-
To the left.
just
To the left, still.
intuitively,
Okay.
they have about the same size neck.
I don't think that we're intuitive. I don't think that we're born thinking that people who look like Sydney Sweeney
So
are
I
attractive.
just want your official answer is you're not sure that they would prefer to sleep with Sydney Sweeney.
Yes, that is my official answer.
Okay.
Let's do the next one, Nick.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because you're both
How
delusional.
about this one?
So-
Left or right? Which woman is more attractive?
The right.
Pretty symmetrical.
It sounds like you're going to say something.
No. I mean, there's a very obvious answer, but
What's the obvious answer?
the woman on the right is more
Okay, but
attractive.
so what were you going to say?
Did I just earn that?
You did.
Guys, let her speak.
No, it's alright. It's honestly, it's a discussion we already had when I was here last time, and I don't know how interesting it'll be. So
Well, just really quickly.
I do find it interesting that it is very intentional that the attractive example is always a white woman.
Just wait. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Because
And then
I get this
that-
criticism, but I understand what you're saying. So you're
Yeah.
saying, well, Brian, hold on. It's unfair that you're being selective in your here. You're picking an ugly colored woman or
Yes.
woman of color. I don't know if that's a thing, whatever. Versus like a beautiful white woman.
Yeah.
That's like you're kind of being racist or whatever.
Well, I'm not even saying that it's being racist, but I do definitely think that it goes to show that like a lot of people do find white people more attractive.
What?
Unless,
Well-
if you have a different example, I will stand
And
corrected.
just really quick before we get into the next thing, everybody, was it the woman on the left or the right? Anybody? What do you think?
I think we're again pressing our own normative, like white normative agendas
What the
too.
fuck does that mean? White normative?
I don't know.
It
Sounds like
means-
childhood trauma to me. I'm not sure.
It means that she thinks that
Just show her the next slide so he can blow her out the water, because I know where he's going to go with it. He's going to show a beautiful black woman that's going to be next to a white girl that's not all that attractive. That's exactly where this is going to go. Like, at this point, can you guys predict where these fucking shows are going to go? Like, literally. Now, Andrew's going to say something fucking goofy about race and shit like that that's going to be very triggering. It's going to have people in the comments and, you know, blah, 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 blah. We know how this is going to go. My thing is... You could make these conversations a lot more interesting. You could literally make this conversation a lot more if you brought more intelligent people on to talk about this kind of stuff, right? Talk about how beauty is selective, it's subjective, right? Certain islands, like for example, I think a lot of beautiful women are in the Caribbean. I don't think women in Russia are more beautiful than any woman in the Caribbean. I think the Caribbean women, a 6 in the Caribbean women shits on a 10 in Russia. That's my personal opinion of how I see beauty, right? Where I would see a probably Russian would be like, fuck no, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, it's subjective when it comes to that all across the board. But it is interesting that he's putting up an extremely ugly girl. Like, put up two, it'd be an interesting conversation. It would be if she wanted to bring up race and make it about race, put a beautiful black woman next to a beautiful white girl and have like 10 different slides and see what everybody in the room picks. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. I don't know. But then again, that's subjective too. So I don't know. Or ugly. Two ugly chicks. Two ugly, an ugly black girl and an ugly white girl right next to each other and see like who everybody picks.
it's culturally relative, and some cultures would actually find the woman on the left to be more attractive than the one on the right based on cultural standards.
I mean, for example, I don't think women who wear makeup are particularly very pretty. I think they're just compensating for their own insecurities. But yet,
About makeup, but
so-
I just chose to wear makeup.
And here, so you can't make a determination. Pull up the photo again. You can't make a determination that the woman.
I have an opinion, but
What-
I think
What's your opinion?
it's neither here nor there, though.
You were able to do it with the other women.
Well, it's at least here or
haven't
there.
I'm just saying that.
If you called your husband, what would he say? He's the master. You have to
Yeah,
defer
he
to
was
his
saying
opinion.
he's right.
Okay. fair
Yeah,
enough.
I mean, he grew up in America, so what can you expect?
So what's your? I
Very
guess
clear.
what's your criticism though about the quote white normativity or whatever? What is it?
Yeah, we're pressing our own standards of beauty, and this is the privilege we get being so media-centric in America that we can now determine what is beautiful. But consider when we were in the Renaissance, it's like fat people were actually looked up as
God,
like...
that's bullshit.
What do you
It's
mean?
total bullshit.
Well, there weren't very many fat people in the Renaissance,
but
honestly.
they
Only
looked
like
at
that
as
for their money.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Save money.
Nonetheless,
No, it's just
They were
because the
nobles.
royals are the only ones that had pictures painted of them.
They were
And
nobles.
They were the ones who could afford to eat.
Here, but just to be fair, because there's this criticism of Brian, you're comparing a beautiful white woman to whatever. Nick, let's go into the next. And I know this is AI, but I can sit here and say the black woman is clearly, it's AI obviously, clearly more attractive than the white woman next. No, just go to it.
Okay.
Next.
Yes, this is why I switched to injection-free weight loss. I was eating healthy, working out every day.
Make us smaller, please. Okay. The black woman is clearly more attractive. In my white heteronormative fucking bullshit, whatever society, white normativity, Yeah, the black woman is more beautiful than the white woman. What do you have to say to
unless
that?
you're breeding for big noses, perhaps, so you can
What are
smell
you talking about?
better. You maybe.
Okay, don't give me a troll
What
answer.
if?
Don't give me a troll answer. Give me a real answer.
I mean, obviously, I grew up in America.
Wait,
I'm going to
hold
think
on,
right
wait,
is
pull it back
prettier.
up really quick,
You
Nick.
really are pressing me for an answer, but I
Same
think
one. Go ahead.
beauty is still subjective.
Wait, but hold on. Is this my white normativity that is making me say that the black woman on the right is more attractive than the white woman on the left? Is that my white
I think that's your
normativity?
cultural upbringing. Yeah, I think that can easily change if
my
the populace was more about having perhaps
My white normativity
mountainous
has
features.
resulted in me determining that the black woman
Maybe
is more attractive
mountainous
than the white
features will
woman.
actually
Okay.
be better if you're
Love it.
surviving.
Next. Pull up the next one, Nick.
I can continue.
Continue, go ahead. Well, I don't know if you're just giving me troll answers at this point. Halle Berry, way more attractive than the white woman on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see the next one.
There's got to be a culture that loves the white woman on the left, though, right?
about this
She
one?
doesn't. She looks
How
like she's
about this
missing
one?
dentures. So maybe
Stacey Dash, a beautiful black woman, is more beautiful than that white woman. So this look that
one has
we
professional
have some guys,
photography.
too.
The other
The
one.
funny thing is, he didn't debunk what she said, and she's not debunking what he's saying. Does anyone have enough fucking common brain cells to understand like that's what's going on here? She is saying that beauty is subjective. That white girl is ugly as fuck. I can clearly see like on both sides which girl look good, right? For sure. But also the conversation that she's trying to bring up is it's subjective. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Somebody may think that white woman looks better than that black girl. I don't think that the Klan would ever admit that black girl looks better than that white girl. I think the Klan has to keep their white, whatever they think of white people. And the same thing with the Hebrew Israelites. The Hebrew Israelites would never admit that white woman looks better than that black girl. But they would also never admit that any white girl looks better than any black girl. So, I don't know. We're hustling along, guys.
One looks like a snapshot from the 80s.
We also, I guess,
I'm not sure that you could professional that out.
Here,
just say it.
I actually kind of want to hear Andrew talk more.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Start some shit, Andrew.
How about this? Let's go to guys. Jonah Hill, or you know what? Just X out of that entirely. A black man more attractive than a white man. Scroll down though. Oh, Brad Pitt. I think he's more attractive than that Latino man. Mm-hmm. And then in this case, there's a white woman who's more attractive than a black woman. So I mean, look.
Congratulations.
Wait, no.
Have
Hold
an
back up.
opinion.
I find Jonah Hill more attractive.
Because you run away from you?
I knew it wasn't worth saying.
You're such a coper. You're just coper.
Jonah Hill is more attractive than Michael B. Jordan.
I think in that specific photo, yes.
So you're racist.
That's insane.
In this,
So you're just saying you're racist.
I never claimed that Brian was racist. I did say, however, that he showed a tendency to find white women more attractive.
Jonah Hill is more attractive than Michael B. Jordan. That did throw me off a little bit, however, but I get it. Michael B. Jordan is a very attractive man. Didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. I didn't expect her to say that. But that's okay. Like, again, beauty is subjective, right? It's subjective. Like, sometimes women look at men's personalities. Quote unquote.
Wow.
It sounds like you might have a tendency to find white men more
No,
attractive.
but I think
Just
that many
saying.
images back to back to back that are trying to prove that these white women are more attractive than, like, it would have been different if there was one photo of two white women, and then I pointed it out, and you said, wait, no, I can give you these examples, so I stopped talking, because I understand.
well, but I could find also like an ugly white woman and
Can I
a
ask
beautiful
a
white
question?
woman. Sure.
Who do you think you have a better chance with, Jonah Hill or Michael?
Realistically, neither.
Okay, that's not the question. If you were gonna decide that, say you were in a room with them and you had to make a decision, but you knew they had to
Probably
make
Jonah
the
Hill.
answer. You knew they had to make the answer.
Yeah, of course, Jonah Hill.
Well, because I know how society perceives them. I can understand that, so I know that Jonah
Okay.
Hill probably
Because he's
is
fat.
Yes, I
Yeah,
understand.
no, it's not per se. It's just
I've never.
it's how all societies would perceive it.
I know,
All
I
societal women
understand
would be
that.
like,
I think me and him are about to agree for the first time ever. Andrew Wilson, yes, Jonah Hill is fat. He is fat. He is overweight. That's what makes Michael B. Jordan more attractive. Michael B. Jordan is more in shape. He has more of a fit body. 100%. I totally agree with that.
Oh, I
arguing
have a
with
way
you,
better
buddy.
chance with the fat guy.
What I am saying is that I personally don't find it less attractive, but I agree with you that there is like a general consensus that most
Did you
people.
know? I want you to think about this too, right? The reason why a lot of women say they don't like muscular men, quote unquote, a lot of women say, this is actually proven in a lot of studies. They say it because they can't compete with the muscular men. They feel as though the muscular men are better than them. Like genuinely, that's literally what it is. Like they feel like a man who's in shape, puts his body together right, does more than they do. And like women are mentally at competition with looking better because of how society has shaped how they're supposed to view themselves. So like a lot of times when you see a very muscular man or a man who's well put together, if the woman could get him, she would. But 9 times out of 10, like a lot of women will say they won't chase that man because of that. That's why it's ironic enough she picked, because you can't say personality with either one. They both have great personalities. So what the fuck you gonna say? Why did she pick him over Michael B. Jordan? It's not attractiveness, but they all said they all agreed in unison that both of those men were attractive. What was the difference? He was bigger, maybe easier to control. Think about that. That's deep, bro.
People would find that less attractive.
Wait,
I understand.
Final thing here, I'm going to try to move this along. Do you think you'll be better looking in 10 years' time?
If Jonah Hill were here, he would agree with me.
I
that
think
you're
women are
delusional.
most beautiful at like around 27, 28.
Okay, what about in 20 years, 38?
Then no.
Kate, you're 31, better looking in 10 years' time, 41?
No.
And then Kate, were you better looking at 21 10 years ago versus now?
I don't know. I feel like he should answer that because my perception could be warped from the amount of.
You're
men
so
I had
fucked,
idea.
dude. You're so fucked right now. I can't wait.
Scoot to the table a little bit.
Don't lie, bro. Don't
Put the
lie.
hat back on, by the way.
Yeah. I'll know if you're lying.
So what was that? 21 when you like first met me?
No, I'll be honest here. No, I definitely think. Well, so no, that's tough. Like,
He's so
it's tough.
fucked.
25 better.
All right, into that, but yeah, I know they have to make it entertaining. So the conversation has to go on because it's entertaining. But it's very boring. But yeah, look that shit up, y'all. It's true. Also, did you know this? There's a study. I'll do one in reverse for men, just in case the women want to complain. Why are you talking about the men? Because for some reason, when you talk about one side, they all get mad. So there's one that was done for men, right, where it says that men who have a woman that has more money than them, or when women make more money than them, you're gonna find all this. Look for yourself. That it's more complicated for the man to actually fall in love with her because, again, he's at competition with being the leader of the house. So if she makes more money than him, 9 times out of 10, she's going to lead the house. It's insecurity, man. Like, it's how society shaped our brains to think about certain things, and that's exactly why it's the way it is. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.